I'm Debbie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a commission piece. My niece texted me this morning. They're having a fundraiser at their school and she wanted me to do a painting and give it to the school so they could raffle it off, and I said of course I'll do that. So anyway, so this is a commission piece and for a raffle, and I have taken my canvas and I have leveled up my canvas. You don't want to miss that step. It's very important. And I'm going to show you the difference between a level 1 canvas and a level 3 canvas. This canvas that I'm using is a level 3, and this is a difference between a level 1 and a level 3. Now the one on top is a level 1 and the level 3 is about 3 times as thick as that level 1. I also wanted to show you the back. On the level 3 canvas, it is gallery wrapped. You can see how the canvas is wrapped around and they have a second frame in here holding that together, and it's a very substantial frame, where the level 1 canvas is just it's not as substantial. It's just not as good a quality. But they're both good canvases. It just depends upon what kind of quality you want in your painting. And because this was a donation, I wanted to make sure that I had the best quality and so they can get the most for the painting. This happens to be the school colors, and I wanted to make sure that my white canvas was not going to show through at all. Again, I'm making sure that this is a good quality, and I have just taken some cheap paint. These are cheapy paints. Don't use these for your flow colors. And I just painted this black and this red with these colors. Don't use this for your flow and mixing it with your Floetrol and water. These are not good paints. You will not come up with a quality painting if you do that. They tend to suck up your colors when you blow them out. You'll just have big blobs of black here and big blobs of red here, and you won't like the outcome that you get. I use, for this, I'm going to use my Flood Crimson, and I do it with this Artist Loft. It's a crimson red by Artist Loft, and that's what I'm going to flood my center portion with. And my Oxide Black is by Amsterdam, and I've mixed that together, and I'm going to flood my top and my bottom with that. So let me get my colors and I'll tell you what colors I'm going to use. Okay, so I decided I wanted my composition to run my lines this way and this way. I don't have a decal for this painting. Usually when I do sports paintings, I'll have a static clean decal that I can put on top of the resin portion, and it just comes right off. There's no sticky to it. But I don't have a decal for this particular one. This is a high school sports. So anyway, I'm going to tell you the colors that I'm going to use. The first color is Carmine Deep by Amsterdam Expert Series. Then I'm going to use Crimson by Artist Loft, and that's going to be the same color that I've used and mixed up in my Flood bottle. And then this is Metallic White Pearl by DecoArt. This, I'm hoping to create more cells and stuff because this is my only pearl or metallic paint in this whole painting. Then I have Deep Red by Artist Loft. Then I'm going to put just a very tiny bit of white, and this is Titanium White by Amsterdam. Then I have Pyrole Red Deep by Amsterdam Expert Series. Then I have Oxide Black by Amsterdam. And next and least is Carmine by Amsterdam. So those are my colors. I'm going to flood my canvas and we will line these colors up and blow them out. Okay, so here I am flooding my canvas,
And that just simply means I put enough base paint down to where when I line my colors up and blow them out with a blow dryer, I have enough base paint on my canvas to keep those paints moving. If you don't have enough base paint on your canvas, your colors are going to stop dead in their tracks. And so you want to have enough base paint to keep those colors flowing. I also make sure that my edges are really good and covered because I want that paint to continue down, flowing all the way down the edges of my canvas. I want to take this time to give a shout out to my grandkids. Hey Luke, hey Eli, hey Darcy, hey Coco, hey Briar. Keep watching.
Okay, so I plotted my canvas and I'm going to take a butane torch and just pop my bubbles. Okay, so I see a few low places in my paint with my red, so I'm going to put some paint where it's low so that I can keep my colors flowing. Remember, if you don't have enough base paint, your colors will stop dead in their tracks. Okay, so I've got a little bit of red right here. I'm going to put my finger in that. Oops. It usually just comes right up, but that was being a little stubborn there. Okay, and I'm going to pop my bubbles again. I have lots of bubbles. I just shook my paints up and that creates lots of bubbles. So just going to take another look here. Okay, I think I'm ready. So let's line up our colors. So this is the Carmine Deep by Amsterdam Expert Series, and I'm just going to go right across here. And then the next color is the Crimson by Loft, which is on the base. And I don't have to put so much on that. Okay. And then I have this Metallic White Pearl by DecoArt, and this is what's going to create some cells in our painting. So I've got that, and then I want to do the Deep Red by Loft. And I want to put just a little bit of white. Now everyone knows what happens when you mix white and red. You get pink. And pink is not their school colors. But I want there to be contrast, and white is part of their school colors. So I just wanted to add just a little bit of that. And this is the Pyrole Red Deep by Amsterdam Expert Series. I might go back over this with another one, maybe the first one that I did. Okay, so this is the Carmine by Amsterdam. I'm going to top it back off just because I feel like I want this to move into here a little bit. Oh, I know what I forgot to add is a little bit of black. I wanted to add just a little bit, not a lot, of black in there just for some contrast. And I mean, I am just hardly, I just got drops here instead of a line, so I'm gonna, okay. And then I want to put some more Carmine Deep on top of that. Okay, so let's blow this out, or blow the bubbles out anyway. Not my bubbles. Okay, and I forgot to get my blow dryer, so I'll get my blow dryer and we'll blow this out. Okay, now I lost all of my white up in here. I got a little bit of it here, but I sure did lose it in here. So I'm going to see what I need to do about that. See how I can fix that. Worked. All right, let me look at this real good. I'm going to blow a little bit of this out here so it's not just straight. Let's try to fix that. Okay. And then I want to try to fix this a little bit too. I have to be careful. Okay. And then I want to blow this off the edge. I just have a little bit going off the edge there. I want that whole thing to go. Okay. That looks marvelous. This is going to dry a whole lot darker. And it will be beautiful. I've got just enough white in there to create that contrast. I love the amount of white I've got. So I'm glad I did that. All right. I am going to bring you down for a close-up. Okay, so there you have it. It is going to be gorgeous. That metallic pearl white is going to create cells in here. They're already starting to form here. And right up in here. See all of those? And there where I added it, it's forming more. I just love that. That is just going to be gorgeous. It's looking a little pink on here, but it will dry darker. So there you have it. Let me turn on the flash, see if we have any shimmer at all. Okay, so here it is with the flash on. And let's see, right in here should be some shimmer. Oh yeah, I see all that in there. That metallic pearl is going to help it out. I might play with it a little bit and add a little bit more like I did right here and see what I come up with. I think I might add a little bit right in here and maybe down here. So let me play with it a little bit. going to show you what I've done. I've taken a skewer and I've kind of drug the paint a little bit like that. The white that I added. Sometimes it looked kind of, I don't know. I just playing with it a little bit, making it look like it was always there. Making it look more natural. And then I added a couple dots here, and I might add some dots. So I took that pearl paint and I'm just gonna add a dot or two, maybe 3. It'll create some cells where it's just kind of plain. Okay, looking good. Oop, I got a goopy right there. If you don't get them out, they just dry, but they have like a little hump there. And then when you go to resin your piece, you have this like place in your resin that's not just, you know, like looks like glass. It's a little raised place. So, okay, so I will let you see this when it dries and when I got a coat of resin on it.
Okay, here it is, all nice and dry and ready for auction. That resin is causing a great glare because I did this outside, but look at all those cells and look at all the contrast with that white. I'm so glad I took the time to add the white to this painting. It just really made a big difference in the painting itself. I want to ask you if you would to just like my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel. It helps me bring more videos to you. And until next time, be blessed.